Yes, we have started with the planning. So first definition of planning. Planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do and when is to do it. See, we have already done these questions कि हम लोग को कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, for the what reasons we are doing it, for which audience we are doing it, in what way we are doing it. Okay, so it is the basically all the planning that involves which possible things are going to occur. Okay, in that situations what we are going to do, that is the planning. So next definition is James Toner. Planning is process of establishing goals. We are already deciding what our goals is, and for that goals how we are going to pursue, that is the suitable course of action to achieve the goals. हम लोग कैसे उसको अचीव करने वाले हैं वो सब उसमें प्लानिंग में होता है. Okay, next is we have already seen the example. Now next is importance of planning. First, it helps to set the clear objectives. How it helps to set the clear objectives. We have already planned that what we are going to do and how we are going to do. So it will help only to achieve the targets. It will help only to achieve the goals of the organization. It will help to analyze the present condition of the organization and how we are going to move forward. Provides the path of action. Provides the path of action that the goals are now stated clearly. Okay, these goals are going to guide us. These goals are going to help us to move in the path of the action. We are moving in the path that will help us to achieve the objective. Next is plans. Planning improves performance. How the planning is going to improve performance? Because we have already planned all the things, the employees can work according to the timely guidelines. Okay, we have set the standards, we have set all the marks that in that day we are going to complete this, in that day we are going to complete this task. So employees can work accordingly, and this will improve in their performances, in their productivity, in their efficiency. Okay, next is minimizes risk. How it is going to minimize risk? Okay, first of all, planning is the forecasting technique. We are going to forecast how we are going to move towards the goals. Okay, हम लोग जब देखते हैं, हम लोग जब प्लान करते हैं, अगर ये सिचुएशन आएगी तो हम लोग ये करने वाले हैं, ये सिचुएशन आएगी तो ये करने वाले हैं, तो हम लोग का पहले से ही फोरकास्ट किया हुआ है. सो दैट planning, that forecasting technique is going to be help us in advance to how the work is to be done, how planning is to be conducted in the very efficient way. It will minimize the risk of future uncertainties, or the eliminates the risk in the organization. Next is planning leads to the optimum utilization. How it is going to optimum utilization? Because हम लोग ने पहले से ही सबको अपना काम डिसाइड करके रखा है, हम लोग ने पहले से ही सब कुछ करके रखा है. सो हम लोग को पता है इतने यूनिट्स लगेंगे इतना प्रोडक्ट बनाने के लिए, इतना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का लगेगा इतना मशीन को चलाने के लिए. सो इन दैट वे वी आर डूइंग ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ ऑल द रिसोर्सेज, चाहे वो मशीन रिसोर्सेज हो, चाहे वो ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज हो, चाहे वो मटीरियल ही क्यों ना हो. इन सब रिसोर्सेज में हम लोग ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं. Next is helps in decision making. How it is going to help in decision making? We are going to choose the best alternative possible. Whenever we are planning, we are considering all the alternatives that will happen in the organization. उसमें से best कौन सा होगा हम लोग पहले ही choose कर लेंगे. So it will ultimately help us to achieve the predefined goal. जो हम लोग ने पहले define करके रखा है, जो हम लोग ने पहले सोच के रखा है, उसी को help करेगा achieve करने में. Useful in the setting of standards of for controlling. Next function in the next lecture we will understand the function of controlling. So what is controlling? The actual performance is compared with the standard performance. जब हम लोग planning करते हैं, हम लोग पहले से ही decide करके रखते हैं सबका performance कैसा होना चाहिए. So that performance we are comparing with the actual performance. Actually में वो उतना हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, वो हम कंपेयर करते हैं. यूजफुल इन द सेटिंग द स्टैंडर्ड्स फॉर कंट्रोलिंग. पहले से ही हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड बना के रख रहे हैं ताकि बाद में हम लोग उसको कंपेयर कर सके. कंपेयर करने के बाद क्या होगा, हम लोग जब कंपेयर करेंगे वी विल गेट टू नो व्हाट इज द आउटपुट. डस वी हैव अचीव्ड द टारगेट और नॉट. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज फैसिलिटेट्स कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ ऑल द एक्टिविटीज. अगर हम लोग पहले से ही प्लान करके रख रहे हैं, इट विल हेल्प अस टू अवॉइड ऑल द मिस्टेक्स. इट विल हेल्प अस टू अवॉइड ओवरलैपिंग अमंग द एक्टिविटीज. जो भी बाकी एक्टिविटीज होंगी उनमें ओवरलैपिंग नहीं होगा. सबका ध्यान अपनी अपनी एक्टिविटी पे, अपने अपने गोल पे होगा, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के गोल पे होगा. वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट वर्क एज पर द ओवरऑल प्लान एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन इज अचीव्ड. Facilitates other management functions जैसे कि organizing, staffing, controlling. All the other management will be go in the smoothly manner if the planning is done correctly. Next is promotes innovative ideas. पहले हम लोग जब प्लान कर रहे हैं तब हम लोग चैलेंज ले रहे हैं कि जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आगे जाएंगे, जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की गोल्स अचीव करेंगे, क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगी, उन प्रॉब्लम्स को टैकल कैसे करना है, उन प्रॉब्लम्स को हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टैकल इन द इनोवेटिव वे. इनोवेटिव आइडियाज लगानी है हम लोग को. These innovative plans will result into the achievement of the goals of the organization. It will ultimately lead to the growth and the development of the organization. Okay, so these were the importance of planning. Why it is important to do the planning prior. Okay, organization is nothing but we are accumulating the group of resources. In that group of resources we are arranging them in the proper manner. Okay, when we are arranging the proper manner we are going to identify कि कौन सा रिसोर्स कहाँ पे काम आने वाला है, कौन सा रिसोर्स कहाँ पे नहीं काम आने वाला है, उसको हम लोग उसके हिसाब से ग्रुप करेंगे. लेकिन मेन डिफरेंस क्या है? व्हाट इज द मेन डिफरेंस इन द प्लानिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजिंग? प्लानिंग इज बेसिकली डिसाइडिंग ऑल द थिंग्स व्हाट इज टू बी डन इन द फ्यूचर. लेकिन उन थिंग्स को, उन चीजों को करना कैसे है, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू परफॉर्म, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्रीज अवर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन through organizing function. Okay, organizing function basically involves ways and means to achieve what has to be planned. हम लोग देखेंगे कौन से तरीके से हम लोग अचीव करने वाले हैं जो भी हम लोग ने चीजें प्लान की हैं. This function is important for execution of plan. This is the main words. Okay, we are grouping and arranging them properly in the organization. Next, it is the ways and means to achieve what is to be planned, and it is for the execution of the plans. It is mainly involved the execution of plans, and thus all the things are going to be grouping, all the things are going to be executed properly. So it is nothing but the combination of all the forces, all the resources in the process of organization for the company. Okay, organization. In this slide there are two different words given. First is organization, that is to denote the structure, top level, middle level and lower level, that is the structure. And also it is an association. See, it is an association of the group of people for the purpose. एक purpose के लिए आते हैं, काम करते हैं, profit कमाते हैं. लेकिन whereas organizing, second, यहाँ पे second word is organizing. It is a function or the process. Okay, what it is written in this definition, that it is the grouping of activities. जब हम लोग group करते हैं activities, we are grouping all the resources together, we are grouping all the departments together to accomplish goals and plans, and the assignment of these activities to appropriate departments. हर एक department को अपना अपना activities दिया गया. They have delegated the activities according to the departments, and authority, delegation and coordination they have to maintain to organize all the things so that they can achieve the target. Next is definition by Theo Heyman, that it is the process of defining the group of activities together. Okay, you have already seen, जब organization आप लिखोगे ना organizing function, तो आपको खुद ही याद आ जाएगा कि आप लोग ने जब activity की, okay, जब आप लोग ने अपने natural resources को divide किया, you have done the grouping of the activities, you have done the grouping of the resources. In the same way, organizing function has done in the organizing function there is a grouping of activities of the enterprises and establishing the authority relationships among them. उनके बीच में authority relationship रखना है. And also manager defines, क्या define करेगा? अपने roles, अपने goals. Okay, manager is going to define the roles and goals of the organization. Departmentalizes, हर एक department को काम देगा, and assign the activity so that they can be effectively executed. He will assign every activity to the certain person, the certain department, so that the goal of the organization should be achieved. Okay, these were the two definitions of the organization. If we will properly delegate the authority, delegate the work, delegate the activities in the organization, the production will be increased and reduction will be decreased in the organization. It will facilitate the administration also and operation also. The administration department also facilitates, unka work bhi smoothly jayega, as well as the persons who are operating in the organization, unka kaam bhi अच्छे से smoothly jayega. So it will help in the administration as well as operation. Okay, next is brings specialization. How it will bring the specialization? Organizational structure is a network of relationship. What does it mean? That it is the network of relationship. It is the work is divided in between the departments. Work is divided between the relationship. Production department का जब अच्छे से production होगा तभी ही जाके sales department आगे चल के अच्छे से करेगा. So it will bring the specialization in the organization, in the various activities of the organization. Ultimately, it will increase in the efficiency of the organization when the work is divided into the proper authority, proper delegated, proper delegations. So in this way, it will bring the specialization. Next is defines jobs properly. We have already seen right man at the right job at the right place. So in the first chapter, we have done this principle of the management, जहाँ पे हम लोग एक जो worker है उसको हम लोग सही place पे रखते हैं. सही place में मतलब सही काम पे रखते हैं, उसको सही department में रखते हैं, so that he will work in the correct manner. हम लोग उसको उस पर्सन को जब सिलेक्ट करते हैं उसके क्वालिफिकेशन, स्किल एंड एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से चूज करते हैं. वी सिलेक्ट द एम्प्लॉय ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्किल, क्वालिफिकेशन एंड एक्सपीरियंस, एंड उनको जो रोल बताया जाता है उनको उनके एक्सपर्टीज के हिसाब से रोल बताया जाता है. सो इट विल हेल्प इन पुटिंग द राइट पर्सन एट द राइट जॉब एट द राइट प्लेस. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज क्लैरिफाइज अथॉरिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. In that every role has to be every role is given to the respective manager. Okay, हर एक को रोल दिया गया है. Top level has their own role, middle level has their own role, and lower level has their own role. Okay, in this way we are giving the authority to every manager to way he has the right to take the action and exercise his powers. Okay, लेकिन अगर misuse होगा तो उनको हटा भी सकते हैं. Okay, well defined jobs and responsibilities helps to bring the efficiency in the organization. Also, the employee has the responsibility to do all the tasks and be answerable to the manager. Okay, next is establishes coordination. Coordination among what? Coordination among the different department of the organization, different at the different level. Okay, different department अपने अपने लेवल से काम करेंगे, एक दूसरे के बीच में coordination रखेंगे. Okay, how that the person who is working in the organization is feeling secured, is feeling the sense of belongingness, because the manager has told them that they will train the employee. If the work is not in the correct manner, they will train them. So job and powers help in the increase in the mental satisfaction among the employees. It will create the sense of security among the employees. Okay, next is scope for innovation. Employees should give their opinions, give their suggestions, give their innovative ideas to the management to do the work in the effective manner. And manager also has to welcome the ideas of the employees so that they can feel the sense of belongingness in the organization. This provides enough space to the manager to develop the talent and flourish the knowledge, and also the new changes in the methods of the work will increase the efficiency as well as the productivity of the employee. Next is helps in the optimum utilization of resources. We have already discussed this कि जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सबका रोल्स डिफाइन होगा, सब कुछ एक्टिविटीज पहले से ही हम लोग डिफाइन करके रखेंगे, अब उसको सिर्फ ऑर्गेनाइज करना है. एट द टाइम ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वी आर यूटिलाइजिंग द ऑल द रिसोर्सेज, वी आर नॉट वेस्टिंग द रिसोर्सेज. Okay, so organizing will help in optimum utilization of the resources.